Let's get it started. Let's all get this party started. Let's get it started. Let's all get this party started. Slick Vic, that's the name. Making tapes is the thing. Talking shit, I must confess. It's the mouth of the South Jam Pony Express. Don't need to scream, don't try to shout. What a motherfucker turn your party out. Slick Vic, yeah, my boy Big Gay. Coming to you with that old school bass. Check. Super check. Super sound the best. JPS Red. Goddamn bass. Showed up. Slick Vic, boy Big Gay. No, you can't fuck with me.
Yeah, happy Thursday. Welcome to the Corner Store Podcast with the fellas from Glenville, Georgia. And tonight, playing some throwback music. See if y'all know about that Jam Pony. It reminds me of the Countdown or those around the cafe in the quarters. Playing the bump and the bumps. But we're going to bring our host to the stage, Roderick King and Edmund Richardson. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Corner Store. All right. Go ahead and stop the music. Once again, welcome to the Corner Store Podcast, where we dabble in old school stories, new school stories, trending topics, culture, politics, and whatever the current events are. I'm one of the hosts, Shannon Hot Dog Howard. We got Slick, Roderick King, and Edmund, the politician himself. I call him Q because he looks like Omar Epps. What's going on, guys? I miss y'all, man. Y'all think we need to do it more often?
Man,
it seemed like forever since the last time we talked.
Absolutely. Lot to talk about, bro. Lot to talk about.
The longer we take to talk, it seems like more piles up to talk about. So thank you guys once again. Share the live, hit the heart button, comment below. We now have the ability to see your comments if you're on our podcast page. So comment, give us a shout out. We'll bring you up on the screen and see what you're talking about. Stay tuned to come. We have some special guests lined up. Got a good one coming with Coach Hall, hopefully next month. He called me on a butt dial one day and talked to me for 2 hours. Told him about the podcast, and he said he'd be happy to come on. So stay tuned, save the live, and all of that. All right, diving right into the show, we're going to be talking about DEI.
Man,
that's the new boogie.
Hot dog. Before we get in the top, man, how old Coach Hall, man? About 99, 92?
Oh, he going to get you, man.
Man, he about 400 in dog years, boy.
Yeah, ain't lying. Coach Hall was old Coach Hall was old when I was in high school. He's still kicking though, bro. That's good stuff.
Man, still sharp too, man. You know,
hey, still got them 15 hardwood shoes on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
no,
yeah.
they about six sizes too big for me.
Big facts. Easter programs. Do churches still have Easter programs like they had when we were coming up, where we did Easter speeches and then had the Easter egg hunt afterwards or the next day? Ice Cube, he offered Katlin Clark off-season contract with the Big Three. Some WNBA players didn't take like to that. And then Tattnall County athletes, Mount Rushmore, all-decade team, however we want to put it when we get to that. And then what were they thinking? Hit them up what they were thinking, Roger. What do we have tonight, bro?
Oh man, we got some people flying. Hey, got some people running. You know, we got to figure out who it is.
Man, take that. That's the cue. Take that. All right, diving right in. DEI. Man, this is the new boogeyman word of the month, of the time, during this politics or during this election season. Edmund, there's like 30 bills out there across several states that are addressing DEI, where they're trying to just wipe away diversity programs and things in the public forum. Can you fill us in on what's going on with that, bro?
Yeah, there's always a boogeyman. Before it was critical race theory. Now we in the DEI era of making DEI something scary. But to me, this is another way to hide your prejudice. You don't just come out and say the N-word anymore. Now you're just saying DEI, just like how they did the mayor of Baltimore after the bridge collapse. They call him the DEI mayor, high mayor of a city of 300,000 residents who were elected with 70% of the vote, is a DEI mayor. But I saw something today that, you know, some people have the audacity. I'm not going to put a race on it, but some people have the audacity to stand up and say DEI, anybody that achieve anything or achieve a job at a certain status, that it's all about DEI and we got there. But I read something today. The guy said, MAGAs are labeling DEI as a didn't earn it, which is wild because in reality, generating historic wealth through 2 billion acres of stolen land from Native Americans, enslaving Black people for 300 years, banning Asian Americans until 1965, banning women from financial access till 1974, all without paying a single red cent in reparations or restitution, is the living, breathing example of not earning it. That's in a nutshell. These same people that's leading this crusade about ending critical race theory, ending DEI, are some of the main beneficiaries of privilege.
I happen to agree. And then, like, when certain catastrophes take place, like the Boeing airline stuff that's going on with the door coming off the plane and now other issues with Boeing, they're blaming it on DEI. But was it DEI that caused the mortgage crisis back in 2009 when the car industry needed a bailout, when the airline industry needed a bailout? Like, anytime there's an issue like that in fact impacts the entire country, you don't hear anything about it. But now that DEI is the new boogeyman, we hear everything about that. So,
and that's what kills me too, because we in our community always know that, and we were raised to say, look, you're going to have to work twice as hard to get what a mediocre other person gets. And so we've always had the work ethic. You know, affirmative action doesn't mean I'm unqualified for the job. And let me dispel this myth that affirmative action has benefited Black people more in general. It hasn't. The biggest beneficiary, and you can go look up the stats yourself, the biggest beneficiary of affirmative action and these programs that they talk about, diversity, equity, and inclusion, have been white women.
big facts, big facts. And the stats are out there for you guys to research, and they have benefited more than anybody. I mean, Title IX, if you look at Title IX, who that benefited the most, it wasn't the minorities, it was more white women, because they were treated pretty much like us, but on a higher level.
Absolutely. And then their husbands benefit because guess what they do? They already have access in these big businesses, right? So what they will do in order for their company now to get access to these government contracts, which, you know, they create these programs called, the MBE and LSB, local small business enterprise fund programs to help minority and women-owned businesses get access to these contracts with the federal government. Well, what they do is now take their name off the business, put their wives on the business. Now the business now is a minority women-owned business.
Mm.
Wow, yeah, they find ways to circumvent the system, man. Find ways to circumvent the system, but again, we are looking to be the majority by 2050, and I think that is what's driving a lot of the fear in their hold on to power. So they're trying to set things in place to where they still hold on to power by the time the demographics change in the nation.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else you want to add to that, Roger? DEI, what are your thoughts on it? And it looks like it's impacting the college level as well.
Well, they play the long game. You know what I'm saying? I tell you all the time, sometimes we're over emotional. We throwing rocks from the outside, you know, and they're changing the mindset, and they're very patient, you know. They're changing the rules. They're changing our education, and they're planting that seed. They're planting the seed in our younger kids. So they're fooling minorities that is not a disadvantage. They also trying to convince their kids also that don't feel ashamed that you have an advantage. And right now they're winning. You know, states are changing laws. I can't remember if it was Alabama, but somebody just passed a law that it's illegal to even put funding or have a diversity program. They made it illegal. Not just that they didn't frown on it and defunded it. They made it illegal. And you know, I think that's overkill, but we are resilient. And as a minority guy that, you know, I kind of succeed a little bit in corporate America. So we've always had that work ethic, like Edmund said. You know, you always got to be twice, three times the person or overqualified for that particular position. Is it fair? No, but you know, you can sit there and cry about it, or you can get to work and enjoy the spoils.
And another thing I would like to add to this is that we don't talk about this, and I think it's very dangerous with these states passing laws saying that we can't have these type of programs to help educate people about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Let's take public education, for instance. Most of our kids are taught by teachers that don't look like them, right? So if your kids are taught by teachers that don't look like them, they don't understand our culture. They don't understand nothing about these kids. They don't see these kids as their own. Some schools had programs where they were intentional about making teachers culturally aware of the students that they teach, to go to understand them, go out into the community where they live, go to worship at the churches or the mosque or the synagogues or where they worship, so you can understand their culture and background so you can deal with them. And when you don't see kids as your own, it's hard for you to treat those kids with respect. And so that is why, you know, that will further aid the school to prison pipeline. When these teachers don't understand our kids and the grace they give other kids, they don't give our kids, that can become very dangerous.
I agree 1000%. It also impacts us from a health standpoint. When you don't have a doctor that looks like you, then they may not have that empathy or that the things that needs to hone in on the health to take care of the Black community, and the stats bear that out. So if you guys want to take a look at the stats, go check it out. DEI, it's the new N-word for lack of a better phrase. So that ends up our first segment. Thank you guys for bringing that in. So let's go on to a little lighter segment. Easter programs. Same as when we grew up in the 80s, 90s, and end of the 2000s. Do they still have the programs where kids go up and do the Easter speech and have the Easter egg hunt and all of that good stuff, and the play? You can't leave out the play.
Man, hey, I know I dipped. I dipped back in when I was about 14, man. And Reba around, you know, and Reba was doing the Easter show for Church of God right there on Smith Street at the time. It was before MLK. And we was out there, and this was my year to do a reading. You know, me and Russell had already set, man. We 14. Maybe we weren't even 14. Maybe we were like 12 or 13, but it was our year to do a reading. And man, that Reba didn't come in there with that long old Easter speech that we got to learn. And bruh, I was hot. I ain't go back. I ain't been back to Easter program since, man. Bro, I was about 12 years old, man. I was hot, bro. I was hot, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know what I'm saying? It was my time to do the reading. Show up, read the Easter speech, look good, go sit down. Nah, man, I got to go up there and learn a 16-line poem. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I was done with that. I ain't been back.
So let me ask you, how long did it take you to learn that poem?
Well, you know, I was kind of used to reciting, you know, Bible verses and different things like that. So it didn't take me long. You know, I got a pretty good memory. So, you know, maybe, you know, a week or so, and I was good. You know, the problem is you got to do it in front of the church. You know, your grandma them looking, you know, Ruben Kane sitting there, he looking, he ain't smiling. He want to see if you gonna mess up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. you go up there and embarrass your grandma in church, bro, you liable to get child abuse. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of pressure, man. And to know that, you know, this is my last year doing this poem. Next year, I get to do a reading. Nah, man. And Reuben gave, and matter of fact, she gave dang, what's the girl's name? It was a girl younger than us in the next grade. She got the reading. Me and Russell got the poem. Man, I said, well, Russell, I'm out, bro. I'm out. I ain't coming back.
Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
I'm still hot about that, man. About 40 years ago.
Yeah, it was a lot of pressure, bro. I remember at St. James, man, that thing was like the BET Awards. They would have theirs after everybody else had theirs, like First AB, Church of God, you all had yours, and ours would be like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Everybody came to ours. So if you ain't know your stuff, bruh,
your suit got to be right, your speech got to be right.
Oh yeah, man. Where did y'all get your suits from?
Lipsy.
Li.
Mine came from Li. Mine came in one package: the shirt, the tie, and the little cummerbund buttons. All of that in one package,
Lipsy, bro. And if you had that pinstripe, bro, you were fresh to death. Deacon Slick came.
You gotta learn that speech, man. It took weeks now. But one thing I would say about Easter and going through that process that we don't talk about much is it taught us how to speak, how to go up and speak in front of people. It was training us. And I tell people all the time, I harken back to those days. Those were the days that prepared me for when I did get up in front of people and speak in different professions that I've been in. And I credit that time where they forced us to know how to go up there, hold your shoulders back, and stand up in front of somebody and speak with confidence. And that helped me, you know.
Speak up. I don't think we had the mic, did we, Edmund?
I
don't remember using the mic. Yeah, you had to speak up.
I just think that's a lost art in our community now, where kids don't get that anymore, where you learn how to speak. You go up to kids now, they don't want to even look you in the eye, shake your hand, speak confidently, you know. And so we really need to bring some of these traditions back so these kids understand how to carry yourself. And I'm who I am today because of those things, you know, and them forcing us to get up in church even when we didn't want to pray, to read a scripture, to do those things. Those kids don't do that no more.
Sing solos.
Easter was very special for us. You know, my granddaddy's birthday today, Reuben King's birthday today. And he got up every year and did an Easter speech, you know, and it was legendary. You know, I don't know it, but my daughter last year won a family contest that was given that whoever could recite his Easter speech word for word, you know, post a video. And it took her 10 minutes, bro. She learned this speech. And my granddad had been giving this speech for years, you know, and everybody in my family know this speech. You know, I don't know it. I learned it last year, but I don't know it. But I watched my granddaddy for the time I was a little jit to the time I hit the peace signs on him, you know, give this Easter speech, you know, and he did it every year. And so this is a special time for us. I'm pretty sure somebody this weekend going to recite that. You know, we do it every year. So, you know, yeah, Edmund, you know, some of these traditions we need to come back to. They're very beneficial for us to, you know, speak in public. And, you know, and it started by watching our grandparents do it and our mother and father. Some of these people did it without education.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of these folks were not even educated, and they would get up there and speak articulate. They would speak, you know, with confidence, you know, and using the correct grammar. And that's a blessing, you know, and that's a blessing. And I think that's something that we are missing in the community.
And, you know, something too, I just think our community has changed so much. even when we went to church, we saw our leaders. We saw people we looked up to and carried themselves. Like you didn't only have the what quote unquote the bad people to look up to. You know, I went to church every Sunday. You saw Coach Hall at St. James, or you saw Mr. Ashford at First AB. You saw Mr. Rubin. You know, these people we looked up to in church every day and carried themselves like somebody. So you had respect for these people, and you didn't want to disappoint these people.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now, the Easter egg part of it, do churches still do that? Do communities still have Easter egg hunts? I know we used to
I'm
do it at
dropping
St.
eggs on
James.
Saturday for my nephews and nieces. I just went to Walmart, bro. Went and bought a couple bags of candy, some plastic eggs. I ain't boiling no eggs. Remember, we used to eat all them nasty eggs, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because they were colored up.
Have gas for days.
Gas for days. So I went and bought the little plastic eggs, bro. I'm about 100. I ain't got but a couple nephews.
See, y'all got bougie. Y'all buying the plastic eggs.
Yeah, man. You know,
boiled them eggs back in the day, colored them,
everything, man. But now I'm dropping mine on Saturday after my grandma event. And it's for my family, but more than likely it's for my nephews, my nieces, and I got one grandbaby that I don't think that's outgrown it. So I'm doing it on Saturday. So
okay, good deal. Comment down in the chat. Does your community or your church still have Easter egg hunts? I know that was something we look forward to. The day after our program, we would have the program on Sunday and then the Easter egg hunt on Monday. So that's something that's tradition in the Black neighborhood, and hopefully many people are still doing it.
Man, eggs like $5. Eggs like $5 a dozen now, bro.
Man, they finally are coming down. So I thought we were gonna have to start.
You can get them back now for like $2.
Where?
Yeah.
Walmart.
The dollar store. I don't know how good they are.
Who eat food out of the dollar store?
Hey, I'll go in that Dollar General and get me something in a minute.
Yeah, boy. And hey, your whole stomach gonna be turned up.
Man, they got pure pineapple juice for $1 a can in there, bro.
Hey, where?
At the Dollar General, right by where we.
Man, I don't even go in that aisle, so I can't even tell you what they got.
Man, good stuff.
Dollar General, y'all grocery shopping in Dollar General, bro?
Sure do, especially when you go to Glenville, because that grocery store they got down there, that Fresh Market, man, that's highway robbery. Them people, they ought to be ashamed of
You talking about the old buy right?
Yeah, that old buy right, man. Them people too expensive up in there.
Yeah, we do like the old folks. So we go and pick up little knickknacks from out of there.
Absolutely.
In case we forget something at on the grocery list, go to the dollar store. Right.
I just think the dollar store like the buying from them Indian stores, man. They don't give a rat's ass about no expiration date. You know what I'm saying?
That's up to you to check it though. That can be the same at Walmart and all other stores.
Now Dollar General pretty good. Dollar General is a low key to small Walmart, to be quite honest.
Oh, for real?
It is.
I might have to check it out there, bro.
Yeah, man, you go in there, they got everything Walmart got just on a smaller scale.
I don't even look that way. That shit look like death. So I don't even go that way.
Nikki brought up a great point just a few minutes ago. They have fresh produce. You can go in there and when you enter Dollar General, they got fresh grapes, oranges.
Some of the best
kind of damn dollar store y'all got. I ain't never seen no grapes in no dollar store.
Bruh, some of the best oranges you can get.
Absolutely, man.
Y'all must have got them super dollar store.
Hey, they built one at the edge of my subdivision. I was mad. I was like, man, that's gonna bring up property value now. That as soon as that joker opened up, I was up there every other day.
Y'all got them super dollar stores, bro. I ain't seen that.
Yeah, I'm about to take a picture of it, bro.
You can't even get around in our dollar store. They got all they must ain't got no stock room.
Hey, y'all don't have a Dollar General. Y'all got a bill dollar.
5 and dime.
Golly.
Yeah, so comment down in the chat. Have you ever bought any produce or groceries from the dollar store? Dollar General. I don't know if Dollar Tree sells any cold or produce in there, but
y'all gonna die. y'all got rock gut. y'all hit it well, bro.
Hey, man. All right, man. On to the next subject. Ice Cube. Ice Cube offered Katlin Clark a contract for off season. Once she gets to the NBA, he offered her $5 million contract to play in the Big Three in her off season. A lot of other WNBA, mainly the black players, were upset and said they had been around for years and he's never offered that to them. Is this more about the brand, meshing with the brand to elevate a brand, or is it being blown out of proportion?
Katlin hot right now. You know what I'm saying?
All about beautiful.
Katlin can't do nothing wrong. I saw her hollering and screaming at her dad, and they ain't say nothing. I watched the Reese kid wave bye-bye when a girl fouled out, and she was demonized. You know what I'm saying? So right now, Katlin hot, and I don't blame Ice Cube Ice Cube still hunting for money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's running the business. Katlin's the hot item right now. He's offered her. I don't see nothing wrong with that personally. Now, could he have done that a little earlier with some of the stars that already made it to the WNBA? Yeah, he could have. But sometimes that idea above, don't hit right. You know what I'm saying? It don't hit like, you get an idea this week, you can't blame him for not doing it last week. So
right. If I'm not mistaken, then Lisa Leslie or one of them old school WNBA played in the Big Three, but I don't think it was
I think she coached. I think she coached. I don't think she remember he started off with the what's the white lady that's a legend? Lieberman. She was one of the coaches.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's and I think Lisa Leslie was a coach. Everybody want to make it about race. I don't think it's that. I think it's just who's hot right now. I think if the girl come out from USC came out, he would probably do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's about race either. The only color that matters when it comes to that is green, the bottom line. So it's about elevating his brand and getting the awareness out. Well, what better way to do that than to bring in someone like Katlin? So have y'all been keeping up with the NCAA tournament?
A little bit. I'm winning.
Oh yeah, bro.
I got to check the bracket. It's a few of us and one from Tattnall County. I got to check that one to see where I'm at in that.
Tar Heel Nation, bro.
Yeah, I'm a big Tar Heel fan.
I think UConn.
UConn right now is UConn and then everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, UConn looks tough.
They played tonight, didn't they?
I ain't check. I just got in the house.
I think something come across my screen. Clemson just upset somebody.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. South Carolina on the girls' side, man, they look like UConn looks on the boys' side, so it looks dominant. But I definitely want to see that LSU South Carolina rematch. But LSU has a tough bout on that
LSU
side,
can't handle them, bro. LSU can't handle them, bro. The only team that I think can beat South Carolina right now, maybe Utah. Yeah, I think that's about it. UConn, if they get hot, if those girls stay healthy. But I think LSU on their last leg. They haven't been looking good all year. They rhythm ain't there. Reese ain't playing up to speed. The one girl, what's the girl from Savannah? Camouflage daughter. She been doing pretty good, but she's streaky.
Keeping a minute.
She's streaky. The white girl that they brought in from Louisville, she been a disappointment this year. Reese been a disappointment. So I think LSU, I'll be surprised if they make it to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, I mean they look like they started clicking on Sunday, but you got to stay consistent once you get in the tournament. Like South Carolina looks dominant. South Carolina looked like Richmond Hill looked against us, Roger.
Yeah, but South Carolina ain't played nobody yet in the tournament. They overall number one, so their first two rounds been pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? They getting ready to get in the meat of things. I watched South Carolina, here being from, in Augusta, South Carolina, big thing here, in women basketball. So they always showing them on TV or on the news or whatever. I see some weaknesses in South Carolina. They do have that one little freshman. She came from a small town, bro. Old girl offered her in 8th grade. If she playing well, South Carolina unstoppable. And that transfer they got, I can't remember her name, but they got a transfer. She plays forward. I I think she's the one that makes South Carolina the boss dogs. She is no matchup for her. You can't match up with her and then the big girl what her name?
Cadoza or something like
Cadoza.
that.
You can't match. You can't double the Cadoza and leave this girl open. And then you got that little freshman dicking and diving. And then you got Powell. That girl play, bro. She another transfer. That girl play. So to me, it's South Carolina to lose. But that LSU South Carolina, nah. And then, if I ain't mistaken, ain't Iowa and LSU, if they continue to win, they meet in the Elite Eight.
Yeah, that side of the bracket is thick, bro.
Yeah,
super thick. Yeah,
and they talking about it's unfair to Iowa. Come on, I mean, if you got the GOAT on your team, then you shouldn't worry, right?
Exactly. That's how I see it, bro. Yeah, and to stay on the topic of women's basketball, did y'all see? I think it was in Utah. One of the teams, I can't even think of the team right now, but they were out to dinner and they were heading in or leaving from dinner, and some guys rolled up with Confederate flags and started yelling the N-word toward them, and it turned into a big thing. And I know there's hasn't been an even plan for how they're taken care of between the boys and the girls, but I think they were in Wyoming, and the NCAA didn't even get them a hotel that's in the same city where they were playing. So they had to get, I think, in Utah or somewhere else, at the line.
It's about money.
Yeah.
It's about money. I mean, I saw something saying that it's more women. I know it's more people watching the women NCAA than the men. What they doing is they looking at the percentages, so women percentages rose, let's say 30%. Well, men were already at 200 million people. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't make sense what that number is. Yes, women's game is getting better, but it's about money. I can't sit there and afford to put you in a 5-star hotel when you make $5. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, why didn't they book it if they know they were going to be playing there months in advance? Why didn't they book a hotel for them instead of them having to stay outside the vicinity of where they're playing?
It goes back to money and budget. You know what I'm saying? My son played D1, bro. All right, he's a mid-major. All right, you got Power 5 and you got mid-major. For those that don't know basketball, Georgia Southern is a mid-major. Charleston Southern mid-major, Northeastern mid-major. Then you got high majors, which is North Carolina, Georgia Techs, your Georgias, all them. All right, and that is money. You know what I'm saying? Now my son mid-major, and every time I go to visit him or go out of town and watch him play, they stand at the best hotel that is available in that city. Now these mid-majors. I went to Boston and watched him play. It was probably 60 to 100 people in that stadium. Now, most people would look at that and say, man, these people, they ain't got nobody. But they got TV rights. You know what I'm saying? They got TV rights. They got all kind of stuff like that. And it's about money. They got Under Armour sponsoring them. They got all this other stuff. So when you go to the women, as much as I like basketball, I've only seen about 5 games this year. You know what I'm saying? And that translates to money. And you know how it is. You got money, you stay in the Hilton. You ain't got money, you stay in the Holiday Inn. If you broke, you stay in the Inco Lodge like Coach Hall put us in. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
translation, Econo Lodge. Yeah. Coach Hall pronounces Eco Lodge.
Yeah. Coach Hall, where we staying at?
We had the Eco Lodge.
We staying in the Inco Lodge. Yeah, the Inco Lodge.
Eco Lodge.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, bro, it's about money, man. I hate it for them girls,
Yeah, but they weren't. I don't think they were a mid-major. They were like in a Power 5 conference.
Well, they're in the Big 12, I think. Either Pac-12 or Big 12, whatever they are. But
it just goes back to the demonization of DEI.
Hey, I bet you UConn. Hey, I bet you UConn ain't staying where they stayed at.
Yeah, you're right.
I bet you LSU girls ain't staying where they stay at. I bet you Tennessee girls are staying probably 10 minutes from the thing. Low. It's about branding.
Yeah, they were low
in the bracket.
not only about branding, but it's about the amount of money your school is willing to put up for you.
Yeah.
And so if the school isn't willing to put that money out, when I was on the board of a HBCU, that's a lot of money paying for those trips. Anytime the band or the football team, somebody goes somewhere, it's a lot of money. So you have to budget that. And so if your school isn't willing to invest that money, you're going to
It's schools that lose money, Edmund. Why you?
Yeah. Oh no, we lost a lot of money. It was hard to.
It's schools that lose money during this tournament.
Yeah, it was hard to make that case to the band because although everybody wanted to go see the band play, band wasn't bringing us no money. We were
they're not revenue generators, right?
Yeah, we were making money,
and it's 100.
Even though they sucked, it was making money.
50. Play. Hey, you bring the band, bro. That's a minimum of 50 rooms.
50 rooms plus you got to pay for their food, per diem, all of that stuff. Man, it's expensive, and people don't understand that when you there. And when you see that budget, man, it's crazy. But see, when our basketball team, when I was on the board, started playing D1 schools, we were making money to lose because you had these Dukes and Minnesotas and all of these people paying us to come play them, and we were generating $1 million or so just by doing that.
Yeah, Savannah State went through that too. I used to hate to get to work and see the score come across the ticker.
Mm-hmm.
Miami 72, Savannah State 6.
but Savannah State left.
Hey, but that one game funded the season.
Yeah, not only does it fund the season, but football funds other parts of the program. So
it is the benefit. Football benefits every other program in the program, in the sports program.
It actually keeps a lot of programs afloat.
Because ain't nobody going to watch no golf team, volleyball team. As much as I like to see volleyball, I ain't paying no five. I'm mad now because I got to go pay $10 to watch my son run track. I remember that used to be free.
Back up, and we talked about this offline last week. That is the reason why some people are pushing that, since these states are pushing this new legislation to ban DEI programs, and y'all know that football funds a lot of things in those schools, then stop telling let's tell our kids not to go to these schools if that's what they're going to do.
Oh, they love DEI Saturdays. Every Saturday is DEI support.
Exactly. And when they sitting there seeing all those black players on the Alabama squad bringing those national championships, you ain't hear them talk about, oh, that's a DEI.
And if them jokers offer my son a scholarship, we gone.
But what if it's Georgia? What if he have decisions?
Let Alabama offer my kid next year.
What if his decisions, though, bro? If he's that good, he's going to be good. What if it's Georgia, Alabama, LSU?
Well, his lifelong dream is to play for Georgia. So hot dog. While we talking about that, man. So one of the coaches go to the symposium, or one of these coaches symposium, and he tells them about Ray Sean. He said, I got a kid that I coach that's 6'1". He's talking to the Georgia running backs coach. I got a coach a kid that's 6'1", 190. And this kid, I don't understand why this kid wasn't heavily recruited in Power 5. He said he got a lot of small colleges and then wind up, this kid had to go to JUCO. All right, fully qualified kid. The coach said, put the coach on the spot. He said, show me his film. He showed one of Ray games. One. You know the next thing he said? Has he signed already? The coach said yes. Well, we're going to have to follow him while he's out there because he is a Power 5 running back. Now, everybody will get happy about that, right? I'm mad because these coaches were at our school 5 times a month recruiting no big boy.
Wow.
So it wasn't like they didn't know about
dropped the ball though. Is that on the recruiter or is it on the coach who didn't push him enough?
Hey, I can't blame the high school coach on that because his job is to bring the tape to you and it's for you to sit there and kind of review. What I'm learning right now is these coaches are very lazy right now. It's so many kids, so much talent that they are depending on recruiting services. Now, these recruiting services or the more you play, more you pay for these particular outlets, depending on what school you come from, the louder that voice is for that recruiting coordinator. You know what I'm saying? And these coaches are lazy. They're going in there and they sitting there and they looking at these kids, this list from this recruiting coordinator, and he's got these 6 kids that are top 7 in the state, and that's what they recruit. They don't go out there like back in the day, like to me, like baseball guys. Baseball guys go out there, man. They in Puerto Rico right now looking at a 12-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And they looking at him and they saying, yeah, he raw right now, but this kid gonna be awesome. You know, these college coaches aren't doing that now. Savannah State is an hour and a half to how far is Savannah State from Augusta? 2 hours, 2-hour drive. And the first thing they want to say is, oh, we don't have the budget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I don't get that.
Yeah, I was definitely disappointed they didn't pursue him more after they emailed us and said they were going to follow up with him. And y'all didn't hear anything, but I know he's going to do great things. I just can't wait to see it. Hopefully he's going to be at Georgia and not Alabama, bro. We can't let him go to Alabama.
We sliding, bro.
Save and gone, bro. Save and gone, man. They ain't going to be the same.
Don't let them go over there. They anti-DEI.
Yeah. So if you're in the chat or just joining the podcast, this is the Corner Store podcast where some young guys from Glenville, Georgia get together and chop it up, talk about old stuff, new stuff, cultural stuff, politics, trending topics, and sports and more. So hit the like button, hit the share button, give us a shout out. Thank you for tuning in. I see Tattnall. I almost call you your nickname we used to call you, but I see Tattnall Kane on with us. Monica Curvin, Lily Hall. I think Jill Hall was on also. So thank you guys for tuning in with us. Some of my Savannah State brethren on here. Joski, thanks for tuning in, bro.
Some familiar names out there.
Yeah, man. Yep. And you guys can check us out on Spotify. We're uploading these to Spotify as we grow and grow. So hopefully as the year goes out, we'll be able to develop a more and keep you guys entertained. On to the next topic, and if you're from Glenville, I need you guys to tune in or chime in on this here. Like, this is gonna be tough.
We about to make some people mad, ain't?
Yes. What is the Mount Rushmore for Tattnall County athletes? The greatest of all time to come through Tattnall County, or if you want to break it down to an all-decade team, it can be a female or a male. But who are the top athletes to come through top 4?
To me, you got to do it more than 1 year. All right. That's my first criteria. All right. You got to do it at the high school level, not at rec, not at the park. You know what I'm saying? So that's the second criteria for me.
What about that first AB, though?
You can't do it out there in the yard. If that's the case, me to treat it number 1. You know what I'm saying? Me to treat it number 1. All-star, you know what I'm saying? So, but right now, to me, that's my criteria. I can only talk to the people that I've heard about. Tony Dinkins, I heard he was a legend. I never seen him play, but my dad talked about him. Craig Phillips, I heard he was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Never saw him play, but everybody talk about him. When I say everybody, that's the first name they bring out. Paul Grubbs. I hear he was awesome. What's your uncle, Shannon?
Pete.
Which one?
Pete.
Is it Pete? Oh boy, that was with us not too long ago. On the show talking about politics for South Carolina.
Oh, you talking about
you talking about my Uncle Kent?
Yeah, I heard Kent was a boss. You know what I'm saying? Now, the folks that I saw play, I remember Sterling used to play quarterback. I remember with Sterling. I remember watching Shannon. Alfonso Thomas was probably one of the people talk about to me, the 2 best running backs I seen were 3. One happened to be the white kid. I can't remember his name from Glenville. But the 2 best running backs I seen was Alfonso Thomas and what's old boy we was talking about? He stay in not Swainsboro now, but Scriven.
Casey.
Yeah. Them are the two best running backs. After them two running backs, I'm gonna go with Donnie as a flanker, and I'm gonna go with Hard Rock. Hard Rock, man, people give Hard Rock run that ball, bro. And he was an excellent track person.
He was good.
Yeah. Hard Rock wasn't, too tight, but Hard Rock was tough, man. You know what I'm saying?
Was he a game changer? I remember Hard Rock, and
I wouldn't say Hard Rock was a game changer, because I just think he played on some bad teams. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot, Casey and Donnie played on bad teams, but you had the game plan for them.
But them boys was, if I ain't mistaken, one day, I don't know, man. Now I've seen. I thought Larry was tough, but like I said, I only saw Larry 1 year. You know what I'm saying?
Give me your top 4. You're gonna be on here all night, bro.
I don't know, bro. I mean, you can't just say top 4. I mean, because everybody was special. You know what I'm saying?
It's subjective. So right now, if you had to have a all-decade team, well, now I can't even say it all-decade, half-century team, who would be your top 4 that you can think of?
I have to go with what I saw. You know what I'm saying? And that's Casey, Alfonso Thomas, Shannon and Sterling.
All right.
That's before my time.
I remember Shannon. I don't remember seeing Sterling play.
Sterling played quarterback. Yeah, I remember
Yeah. Mine would probably be, it's tough because we think about all around. But Coach Hall used to come to the house and show my dad film from when he played, and from the guys that played right after him, like Big Dan Phillips and all of them, Grubbs, my Uncle Kent and all of them. But man, Big Dan was one of the best athletes I've ever seen.
I heard about it.
I heard nothing but great things about Big Dan.
If I'm not mistaken, he went to Grambling on a scholarship. I don't think he stayed, but I know he went out there for a second. Maybe him and Grubbs went out there.
Yeah, I heard the best basketball player was the Frazier dude.
You talking about
JJ Frazier daddy?
Yeah. What's his name?
James Frazier.
James Frazier. My daddy told me that boy was tough. Went down to South Georgia.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, this is one of those barbershop conversations that can go back and forth forever. So it's kind of like you have to dial it down. Okay, who's the best running back? Who's the best baseball player? Who's the best football player? And who's the best in track?
Yeah.
What's the Thomas boy? I heard he was tough, and he was tough. The one that's married to
Stephanie.
Caswell, Stephanie.
Yeah. He actually went to Savannah State with Shannon. He didn't stay, but man, he was a tough quarterback from what I remember. And he was true in baseball. Ricky Thomas.
Ricky, yeah.
Yeah. So chime in down in the chat.
They said Luther Maynard was tough.
Yeah.
I
saw Luther run the ball when in high school. So, I was a little cat, didn't really know, but I saw him run the ball, man. He was tough, man. I just think, man, I don't like comparing athletes, man, because, you can go by the numbers, you can go by, what you see. You know what I'm saying? You can go by the people, most of the time you're going to go by what you see. You know what I'm saying? And the people that you were closer with. Like, for example, what's the kid we were talking about before? You know what I'm saying? Booger. Yeah, I've never seen Booger on the football field or the basketball court. The only thing I've seen him on was at the park.
All around,
but I heard he was tough. You know what I'm saying?
He will be on the all 90s decade team. Him and Larry outright will be at the top of an all 90s.
What's the one other kid? Peanut, the boy from Collins or Reedsville.
Who are you talking about? Jermaine Jackson?
Not Jermaine. I saw Jermaine play. You know what I'm saying? He played basketball, about 6'4". Got a kid from my cousin Tiny.
You talking about Chucky Hall, are you?
Chucky. I heard Chucky was tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I heard. I saw Chucky play. Chucky was good. That whole because I think all of them was back there with Larry, wasn't he?
Yeah, Chucky came in.
They
He
after
was a
me.
freshman with us. Yeah, he was a freshman when I came in. So I mean, to jump out the gym. Oh my God,
Donald broke all Shannon records in high school. So I mean, where do you put Donald at?
Yeah, Donald was
tough.
He broke the receiving records in high school. So where you put him at?
Who throwed him to him though?
You get what I'm saying? Hot dog, where you put you at? You know what I'm saying?
All-around athlete.
Hey, I don't talk about myself, man, because I feel like my numbers stood. My junior year, I came in as a sophomore and I was consistent all the way through. You know what I'm saying? But do I consider myself one of the best? I don't know. But
I say you in the top 50. I mean, I think everybody in our generation probably top 50, top 25. Like you would probably be top 10 in my book. Yeah. Especially in football.
So
now what
it's so subjective, man.
Was that T that was the quarterback before you?
Yeah. That's another one. Like all around, T played baseball. Like me, he played baseball, basketball, track, football. He wasn't the best at each one, but he did everyone well.
Yeah.
So, and T did it at a young age. There was a lot of pressure put on T.
Yeah.
Shit, we can't leave out his brother Rock.
Yeah, Rock. I played with Rock. Rock carried me. I remember my freshman year, Rock was a senior, and Rock was the best player on our team. We sucked, but Rock was the best player on our team, and Rock was unstoppable down there.
Man,
he was one of the first stretch fours that I saw. We had Rock playing almost center, and Rock was playing almost like a stretch 4, stretch 5. He was out there shooting threes, posting up. Them old high-ass rims in Glenville High School. He was like one of the first ones I seen dunking there.
I think Shannon was the first one I seen dunking there. Yeah. So comment down in the chat. Who is your Mount Rushmore of athletes to come through Glenville? Or if you want to do an all-decade team, who are your top players to come through Tattnall County that you've seen play or heard of? So that's that topic. Moving on to the next.
We'd have been better off doing the girls.
That's next episode. Actually, we need to get some estrogen on the show. So if you're listening and tuning into us tonight, we would love to have you on as a guest. We have Whitney Miller. I've reached out to her. She's going to be on sometime soon. But we would love to catch up with some of the ladies that grew up with us.
Whitney, I think Whitney, my little cousin, ain't she? That's old girl daughter?
Tammy's daughter.
Tammy.
Yeah.
She's doing big things up in Washington.
Where's she at?
In Washington, D.C. She's in the DMV and she's in the tech industry. And I would love her to come on and just shine a light on women in tech. So our women who tune in, it's mostly women who watch us anyway. So we love her to shine a light on her industry and her career. But moving on to the next thing, this thing's been in the news all week and it's escalating every day. But what were they thinking and what was he thinking? P. Diddy.
So I've been thinking, I've been sitting there and it's too much evidence coming out. And I was like, man, what was he thinking? God doggone P. Diddy, bro. Hey. I always believe 80% of a rumor is true. You know what I'm saying? I always believe that. 80% of a rumor is true. And I went back and people been hitting him on Twitter about old conversations. He was on the Breakfast Club, man. And they was asking him about some comments that he made. And oh boy couldn't say nothing. He was like, man, I just talk out of pocket sometimes. But bro, you don't talk like that.
Man,
I seen another TikTok where they say Pity. They had a little skit where him and R. Kelly gonna meet in prison, and it was pretty funny. Y'all got to see that if you can find it, man. But it don't look good. They raid your house and you happen to fly out of country.
I saw a meme. I saw a meme yesterday where it had a picture of Biggie and Puffy at the board, the mixing board. And it was like, see, Biggie wasn't really cockeyed. He was just had one eye on Puffy and one eye on
Hey,
yeah, the
but
memes
you know
have been
what's funny though,
hilarious.
man? How many of these guys? So I look at, they accusing a lot of people of some extra activities. And if you look at most of these guys that with these extra activities, they've been pretty popular with the women. You know what I'm saying? So that made me think about how many people you really think out there that's doing these crossovers. You know what I'm saying? I remember Glenville had a little thing about that. I ain't calling no names, I ain't in that, but I remember Glenville had a couple of rumors out there about folks crossing over, but bruh, Pete Diddy, what the boy name, the one from Baltimore or whatever he from, Philly,
Meek Mills,
Meek Mills,
Cuba
that
Gooding,
old boy out there in
what is
Louisiana.
what is
Hey,
Cuba
they
Gooding?
said
He's
that
been
for
throwing it
years,
through.
old boy in Louisiana.
But can I just add this right here though? This is what I would say. People will put out rumors, and old folks will say a lie will make it out the stable and travel around the world 3 or 4 times before the truth can get out the stable.
Yeah, before the truth can put his shoes on.
Times, in this age of social media, and I don't know what's true and I don't know what's false, but sometimes I think we are in our community be quick to judgment on people within our community, and we have to be very careful because a lot of this is innuendo, and I'm not saying all of it's fake. There may be some truth to it, but we run with stuff in the media and on social media like it's the gospel. Many of us, I don't know. I've been in a situation, in my career where, people lied on me, didn't even know the truth, and was out putting articles out about me saying different things that happened up here in Atlanta, didn't even know the truth, talking about I embezzled money and I was going to jail and all this other stuff. I'm like, huh? But that's how rumors can spread and mess up people's reputation too. So I'm a little reluctant to jump on, and criticize somebody before all the facts come in, because I know that is like when somebody impugn your integrity and say something about you that's not true.
Yeah, Evan, and I agree with you. But when rumors are let's say they say you embezzled some money. Let's use you for example. They say you embezzled some money, and I'm like, damn, Evan embezzled some money, and then I see you at First AB, and you got the new Mercedes Benz with the hatchback. All right, I'm like, damn, Evan doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, then I heard you stole a couple $1 million. And then I look up, you and your wife over at damn Cancun, you know what I'm saying? Living, hey, bro, that's kind of shaky, bro. It's hard to fight that. He did it, man. The rumors out there.
But sometimes perception isn't always reality, though.
Absolutely.
I got what you're saying, but 80% of a hey.
That's what I'm saying, because people would say stuff like, you'll be like, oh man, I'm just saying some of the stuff, but half the stuff I was hearing, I was like, oh my God, these are people I see smiling in my face all the time. If they wanted to ask me, they could ask me. But how they do it, how people do it is people don't read no more. They don't check facts. They just go out and just start repeating stuff. Oh, they said this right here. Oh, let me send this out.
That's because a lie is more entertaining.
Yeah, but okay. Hey, check this out. So he was accused of rape. Remember, let's go back to the old girl that started everything. He was accused of rape, abuse, or whatever it was. He settled. That's normal because it's cheaper to settle. All right. Then rumor come out about him and Meek Mill. All right. Then a little bit of data, a little bit of off comments that he was doing while he was drunk. Remember what they say sometimes, you speak the truth when you're drunk. Yeah. Now, maybe it's a coincidence that they raid your house and your ass fly to a country that has no extradition. Maybe that was a coincidence. Maybe he had it on the schedule, you know what I'm saying, that I'm going out of the country this week, and it just happened that they raided his house. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that we thought the same thing with R. Kelly until that film came out with him peeing on a girl's head. You know what I'm saying? So
we knew R. Kelly was a pedophile. He said it in all his stuff.
Hey, We didn't know. We didn't pay attention.
That wasn't
until we
Kelly.
Hey, no, the problem with R. Kelly, we didn't want to believe it because we loved his music.
No, we love R.
But
Kelly.
he was telling us the whole time.
It was Robert that we had a problem with.
Hey,
R. Kelly, we liked the music. But Robert is the one we had a problem with.
He was telling us he was making, and y'all know back in the 90s when they said he had married Aaliyah, this girl was 16 years old.
Oh, the signs were there, bro.
Yeah, but I ain't fought him for that. Hey, she was one of them ones you got locked down early.
That's pedophilia.
Yeah, you call it what you want to call it. Prince married old girl about the same. Not Prince, what's his name? He married his wife about the same time.
But you know
the
what?
white dude.
It was a lot of that going on. When we were in school, we were seniors. A lot of us were 18 and dated ninth graders.
Let's keep it 100. Since you brought it up, Shannon, everybody in Glenville, they didn't date the school boys. They dated the dope boys, and them dope boys are older than all them girls that they were going with in the community. They were 14, 15. I got girls that went to school with me in the 7th grade, and them dope boys going with them girls.
I remember.
I remember that. Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna put nobody's business out there, but some of them was young as 10 years old.
Nah, that's too far right there, bro.
Hey, ain't nothing happened.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, I'm talking about when we were in middle school, these dope boys were going with them girls.
Yeah. I remember
and,
that.
And they were happy because they were giving them that money.
Hey,
but none of the old ladies with us, though.
I think I was 15. I might have been 14, going on 15 when I met Vaughn. Vaughn was 12. She told me she was 13. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Y'all could have went to jail on that New Georgia law.
Hey, Miss Leah told me. Talking about she was gonna lock me up.
Oh man.
But that's close in the age. I'm talking about these guys, they were in their 20s and some maybe in their 30s going with these little girls, man. It's crazy. Like nobody want to talk about that. Everybody want to talk about R. Kelly, but it was a lot of R. Kellys in Glenville.
Man, R. Kelly was peeing on people.
It just seemed like it was normalized back then. Like,
hey, R. Kelly was peeing on people. That's disrespectful.
That's Robert, man. That ain't R. Kelly. That's Robert that did that.
Yeah, man. R. Kelly. Yeah. But P. Diddy, I'm leaning toward that Joker guilty. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what he's thinking. It seems like when them guys get rich, man, they get bored and
they get old.
Yeah, and I just think that things just they you know, and I think they on that powder, bro. I think they on them drugs, and I just think things get out of hand. And they get that power hunger, and you know, and people do what's been done to them.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes you more of who you already are. Like it might have been in them, and it just
people do what has been done to them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I heard people say that when you've been raped, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen two things. I've seen girls that get raped and they kind of get wild. I've seen men that get raped and they kind of go do the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. P. Diddy probably coming into the thing was, he had to make some moves. And now he's trying to do the same thing.
You on to something there, Roger, because I think I watched the interview of R. Kelly. I think R. Kelly was molested and stuff when he was younger. I
think his uncle. I think his uncle molested.
I think that's why, man, you better be careful. This is a PSA announcement. Like, you better be careful who you let your kids around. And oftentimes the people that touch your kids and molest your kids are people that's close to you.
Yeah. Gotta keep you guys up. Gotta keep your alert up with that. I mean,
y'all stay with P. Diddy, man. When P. Diddy go to jail, I'm gonna tell you, I told y'all that Joker did.
No, I ain't staying with him now. I ain't saying I'm on his train. I'm saying,
disappointed in the rest of them.
I'm just a little, I ain't trying to jump to conclusions yet. I want all the facts to roll in before I just demonize, man. But everybody innocent.
Did y'all hear the latest though? Did y'all hear the latest? I guess his mule or a drug runner came out and said he had cameras in the rooms and had a bunch of celebrities on the camera. I guess he's gonna try to blackmail them or whatever.
Stevie J supposed to be one of them.
Yeah. I saw. I know it's a meme, but they had a picture of TD Jakes in there full of sweat.
Have you been swallowed?
Man, that's bad. TDJ need his butt whip if he get caught like that.
I hope not, man.
Y'all ain't no way in the world. TDJ. Hey, what's the one boy that died of AIDS and down there in Lithonia, had that big church.
Oh, you talking
Eddie
about
Eddie Long.
Eddie Long, yeah, that bro.
That was my old pastor, Eddie Long, man.
Eddie out there touching folks. He ain't touch you, did he, Emmy?
Oh, heck no. I wasn't nowhere near. I know.
Hey, Emmy. I give you that choir director. Let me pat you on the back real quick.
Nah.
Eddie Long.
Yeah, man. Hey, hot dog.
Yeah.
you know what I'm about to talk about. Hey, we it's some people that's touching feelings now.
Hey man, y'all like some clowns, man.
Hey,
we need big good.
I almost got. Hey, I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna put no names in there, man. But I had somebody come at me one time, man. You know what I'm saying?
A preacher?
Nah.
A deacon?
Nah. Hot dog, I done told you this story before. But I ain't gonna put it out there like that.
You didn't tell us this. You told us this after the first episode. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta be careful, man.
Yeah, keep your guards up, keep your awareness up, protect your kids out here, man, because there's a lot of pedophilia going on out there. A lot of it was normalized when we were coming up, but now, hey,
and let's be honest, our grandmas and wasn't no different because they got married off at 15 to 16 too. So hey.
Well, my grandma and granddaddy, my granddaddy was 19, my grandma I think was like 14. You know what I'm saying? That to me, that's normal. I mean, the women were a little bit more mature back then. This is a new day, you know what I'm saying? So you got to adjust, you know, you got to adjust, you know what I'm saying? Wait till the girl get 20. If you 50 years old, you want to date a 20-year-old. Right now I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go and get me a girl, my daughter age. You know what I'm saying? I laughed with Kiki one day and I told her, I said, I'm gonna get one of your friends and make her your stepmama. You know what I'm saying? Just laughing, giggling, and she was hot about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was just joking. I just don't think I think that about the youngest girl I can go to right now. I'm about to be turned 50 this year. I think maybe I can dip into maybe 35, maybe 36, 37.
That's a good topic, bro. What is the cutoff age? Like I've heard Ocho Cinco.
What you say?
You got to keep you a prescription of them blue pills, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Hey, the blue juice.
Hey, really, I need me. I'm 50. I need me about a 55, 56-year-old, man. Me and her about the same speed, man. About once, twice a week, maybe 3-4 times. That's about it, bro.
So what should be the cutoff age? Like I've heard Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp talk about it. Like Shannon says his is 24 to 30 or something like that. What should be a cutoff?
Shannon on that creatine, man. Shannon about 55, man. He need to quit that shit.
Yeah,
and gonna have a heart attack. What that one dude had a heart attack? Be talking about women all the time.
Oh yeah, God, I can't think his name.
That black dude, the weightlifter.
Yeah.
No, you talking about the guy who used to like try to counsel and
he was. I still watch him, man. That joker be telling the truth though. I don't care what y'all be saying. God, I can't think his name now, but I watch him to this day on Facebook. They still show his episodes.
Oh, Kevin Samuels. Appreciate that, Micah. Micah just said Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
I mean, he keep it 100 though, man. On some of the things, but some I think, dang, he harsh.
Yeah, but let's reverse that question though, Roger. To the women out there, what is your cutoff age for dating someone younger than you? And now this should be interesting. I see some familiar names in the chat. So what is the cutoff age? Like if I was single, I would say the cutoff age with me would be probably 35, 40. So and it depends on the maturity level of the mindset also. Like you can have some 45-year-olds acting like they're 25. So
absolutely.
Damn that shit. I'm going. I done told y'all, man. No, I ain't even gonna say that. I'm finna say, man, go down to Mexico, get you one, clean them up, get you some goddamn.
Now, Edmund, he's talking about damn English. Now he's talking about trafficking.
Go down to Mexico and clean them up.
But get the teeth right, get everything straight, man.
That sounds like what Peter did for his, man.
Hey, no goddamn, no English, no nothing. Don't let her have no black friend, nothing.
Right.
Oh my God.
I'm just joking.
Nikki said she gotta have hers older. Tamika said no younger man for her.
Who Tamika? Tamika, which one? McDaniels?
Tamika Brown.
Tamika Brown. All right.
Oh, Lily Hall says 35. So that's about my speed too if I was younger. Yeah. If I was single. But thank you guys for tuning in again to the
I'm gonna have to readjust, podcast. Man. But what I say, 35?
Yeah, you say 35. It depends on the maturity level too, though, bro.
Nah, man, let me bump that number up. Maybe 38.
30.
I don't know, man, because after 38, women start hiding shit. Hey, they start getting phased. Hey, bro, air conditioner ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I might have to come back to the drawing board on that.
Yeah, we'll revisit that topic for another time, bro. Yeah, you about to get us in trouble. The mind show got to fade. And she having them hot flashes right now, so the air conditioner be up and down, bro.
Hey, I was sitting there with my wife earlier, man, and I'm comfortable. She over there swinging her. Yeah, she just fanning. I said, "You hot?" Yeah. I said, "Man," and I started laughing. She said, "What you laughing about?" I said, "Because every time I'm comfortable, you either extremely hot or extremely cold. You know what I'm saying?" So I asked her what phase she on. When I come in the house, what phase you on? Because I know if she on the hot phase, then I got to go get me a blanket because it's cold.
Bro, you see what I got on?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you on a hot phase, then I know, all right, man, goddamn, I got to get this blanket because it's cold. If she on the cold phase, I got to go in there and start taking shit off. You know what I'm saying? So
So ladies in the chat, can you help us married guys out who go through the phase with our spouses of the hot flashes? How should we deal with them? Should we ignore them, tolerate them, or do something to help? What can we do?
Get your apartment. That's what you do. Get your apartment, man. Slide to the side.
Oh man, go on, slide to the side. Get your cooler by the bed or something.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, well,
we getting up there though, man. We're gonna have to start. I got to start learning, man. Because once a woman get about 40, man, she started her elderly track. So we got to figure it out.
Well, they say most women don't hit their peak until they're in their 40s.
I don't know. All I know is some of them girls that were fine back in high school.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, they said in health class we learned them old women, they be having them high drives now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Miss Betty them. I done seen some Miss Betty them's on Instagram, but with them young boys.
Out there damn creeping.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, out there creeping.
Oh my God.
Taking advantage of them kids.
Once again, thank y'all for chiming in. Man, I see a blast from the past, and bro, we got to get you on the show. But LD Lackey.
Lackey on there?
Yeah, he on here. We got to get you out here, man, on the show with us. And one of the funniest people I knew growing up, I'll never forget, you remember the barbershop used to be uptown?
Yeah.
All the walking students passed it. I'll never forget the day he opened the door and somebody was in the chair. Cut him bald, I'll pay for it. And he slammed the door and walked by. Man, that was the funniest thing I heard, man. But LD, man, we would love to get you on the show. I'll probably hit you up on the inbox, as well as many others that we grew up in Glenville. Or if you didn't grow up in Glenville and want to tell some of the hometown stories that they're similar to ours, if you resonate with some of the topics we talk about, we would definitely love to have you on the show. Once again, this is the Corner Store Podcast representing Glenville, Georgia. Any parting shots, guys? I think this was an entertaining show. I mean, we have 3 more people that are part of the cast, but
we got a new saying: "Don't get did it."
I think it's no Diddy. I saw the
no
kids
Diddy.
say no Diddy.
Don't get it.
No Diddy out there. So hey, I just say it's karma for how he treated kids on making the band, making them walk to Brooklyn and all that.
Made them guys go get that cheesecake all the way over there. Man, that joint was fun.
And hey, and if they just knew, all they had to do is just toss up the salad. You know what I'm saying? They could have saved them a lot of damn miles, bro. A lot of miles.
Say they'd have had a platinum track by now.
Hey, Bab said, "You
had a Grammy and everything."
Diddy?
Oh my God!
They had a Grammy and everything. Little loose booty.
Oh my
Hey, y'all
God.
saw that story where the man said his Torre, he's a journalist, and he was saying how his family member he got him an internship with Diddy, and he worked for Diddy for like 3 months, and then all of a sudden the internship just cut off, and his relative never told him why it ended. And then I guess recently with all this stuff coming out, he said that Diddy asked him to come and spend the night with him, and he refused to, and the internship was cut off.
Damn, wow. Did it. Hey, we gonna have to debate who was worse, Diddy or doggone R. Kelly?
R. Kelly.
We still gotta wait for Diddy's. Yeah, we got tape evidence on R. Kelly.
R. Kelly didn't do nothing but little dribble.
No, he peed on a 13-year-old kid. How you feel if a man peed on your daughter?
I put a pistol on him, so I ain't.
Exactly.
So,
but
let's put a poll in the chat. Chat, who is worse after all the allegations come out? There's still allegations, but who sounds worse, R. Kelly or P. Diddy, with all the allegations that are coming out? What say you, chat?
I ain't know she was 13, bro.
Oh yeah, she was.
Not only that, he was kidnapping girls, man.
Absolutely, they couldn't go. He had
them
a house in Atlanta.
Them girls say that. Hey, them girls say he ain't kidnapped them, man.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It was a whole family that held press conferences here in Atlanta.
It was a family, but them girls didn't say that though. Them girls didn't.
I know where the house is that he held those girls. He had T.O.'s old house here in DeKalb County, off of Browns Mill Road. A mansion, and had them girls kidnapped in that house and wouldn't let them go.
them girls say they didn't kidnap them though. The families did, but them girls said.
Because guess what? They probably was brainwashed. This man probably had them brainwashed and then Diddy them worse than Diddy.
Well, Micah say Diddy is the new Black Epstein.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good way to put it. And I thought about that before, so that's a good way to put it. We're gonna call him
Diddy Steen.
Diddy Steen.
Yeah, no, but it's Diddy. Hey. But to be honest with you, what's the scary part, and then be serious about it? How many Diddy's is out there?
Right.
You know, you heard rumors. What's the cat from Louisiana that they swear they've been grabbing cats? You know what I'm saying? Hot Boys. What he did to Hot Boys people?
Birdman.
Birdman. Yeah, you've been hearing years about Birdman. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it to me, all of that is like a secret society, Illuminati, and all of that craziness that they got going on. Just a lot of them partake in drugs, and ain't no telling what happened. Well, like you said, the money emboldens them to do different things. They think they're invincible and can't be touched, and if they're touched, they can pay their way out of it.
And you wake up, you on film, you hurt, you violated. What you gonna do?
Yeah, man. So
some people willing to sell their soul in order to get to the top.
Yeah,
not me. I got too much integrity and manhood for that. So like I don't victim shame and all of that, but some of the stories I'm seeing, I'm like, man, you stayed there for a whole year and took that? Like, yeah, that's hard to believe.
But I was eating good though, Shannon. I was eating good. You know, I got 4 Grammys and I'm a millionaire. My family take care of. All I had to do is
it's certain sacrifices.
Something.
It's certain sacrifices you can't go through with that, bro. So
yeah.
But once again, thank you guys for tuning in. It was an entertaining show tonight, engaging show. Please come back. We're going to try to do this every other Thursdays if schedules permit. Like I said, we're going to have special guests coming up. Coach Hall is going to be one of them. If I can, I hope I can get some old school guys on here like Paul Grubbs and a few other people. I mean, Big Calvin would be a good interview as well. So he's pretty active on social media. So we definitely want to get him on.
He be watching our show. So.
Who is that?
Big Calvin.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So
if you're 37, if you're female, you're 37 and not having hot flashes, go on hit me in the inbox. 37 up. Hit me in the inbox.
Hey, Micah, come get your cousin, man.
Man, I'm
Come
done.
get your cousin.
Hit me in the box. If you right there at 72, 71 on the unit, man, we good. 37, hit me up.
That damn Roger crazy.
Ain't no other limits on it, man. No tall, short, no weight limits. And
Nah,
just
man,
37.
I'm almost
man.
fitted, bro. I take them as they come, bro.
Equal opportunity, huh?
Quantity, not quality.
you got DEI over there too?
Quantity, not quality, bro.
He want to qualify. Shannon.
Hey, you walking?
Hey,
If your ass got all your limbs and you walking, you're 37 and you can handle 72 degrees, hit me in the inbox.
and they got to be on the other side of the fence, though, right? Or any side.
No. Yeah. Let's get that straight. Let's get that straight now. We talking about females. I'm talking about born female too, not no generated ones.
Okay. No AI. No AI.
I don't need none of that.
All right,
37.
Man. Good show, y'all. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Once again, we'll make more announcements and check us out on Spotify. Some of the past episodes are out there now, and we'll be sure to get the latest updates up there as well. So peace and love. Appreciate y'all coming in at the corner store. We're cutting off the lights from here. Peace. And make sure I take us off live before we go to talking.